10,000 alien ships descended on Earth. The galaxy panicked. Humanity didn't evacuate. Because the trap was already set, the emergency session of the Galactic Council erupted into chaos. On the central display, a crimson armada, over 10,000 ships, descended toward the blue marble of Earth. The Krelak swarm. The galaxy's most feared destroyer civilization had finally made its move. Why weren't we informed? Councillor Vexilla demanded, her feathers bristling. Earth is under our protection protocols. They wouldn't listen, Ambassador Chen replied calmly from her observation seat. Too calmly. We warned the Krelak 3 times. They ignored us. On screen, the swarm's vanguard pierced Earth's atmosphere. Their ships were biological nightmares, living vessels that devoured worlds and left nothing but sterile rock behind. 47 civilizations erased in 3 centuries. No species had ever survived them. Humanity must evacuate immediately, High Arbiter Thelman said urgently. We can provide refugee ships. That won't be necessary, Chen interrupted, glancing at her datapad like she was checking a grocery list. The council stared at her in disbelief. Ambassador Chen, Thelman said slowly, do you understand what's happening? We know exactly what they are, Chen replied, finally looking up. For the first time, her expression hardened. The real question is, do you know what we are? The display zoomed in as Krelak ships descended over major population centers. New York, Tokyo, Mumbai, London. 8 billion humans went about their day, apparently unconcerned. This is madness, the Vrexian delegate whispered. They're not even evacuating. Then Earth's sky changed. What the Council had assumed were communication satellites suddenly shifted. Thousands of them, moving in perfect synchronization. They rotated, revealing weapon systems that made several delegates gasp. What are those? Vexilla whispered. Kinetic bombardment platforms, Chen explained. We call them rods from God. Tungsten telephone poles. No explosives. Just mass, velocity, and gravity doing what Newton promised. The first volley launched, silent and invisible to most sensors. Metal rods accelerated downward at orbital velocity. They didn't target the Krelak ships already in atmosphere. They targeted the ones still in low orbit. The impacts were catastrophic. Krelak vessels designed to shrug off plasma and particle beams crumpled like paper. Biological armor that regenerated from energy damage couldn't regenerate from being physically shattered. Impossible, Thelman whispered. Kinetic weapons can't penetrate Krelak bioshields. They can, Chen replied calmly, if you hit hard enough. We ran the math. Several times. She paused. Humans are very good at math when it involves killing things. But the horror wasn't over. The Krelak ships already in atmosphere began to convulse. Their organic hulls rippled and collapsed. Internal systems turned on themselves. What's happening to them? Someone asked. Humanity's actual specialty, Chen said, standing now. Biological warfare. We've been fighting viruses, bacteria, and parasites for 300,000 years. Genetic manipulation isn't new to us. The display zoomed in on a dying Krelak vessel. Its biological computers were literally eating themselves alive. We seeded our atmosphere 6 months ago, Chen continued. A custom pathogen. Completely harmless to Earth life. We tested it thoroughly. But to Krelak biology. Her smile turned predatory. It's Ebola, flesh-eating bacteria, and rabies having a child. Their ships are alive. We gave them cancer. Within minutes, the legendary Krelak swarm became falling debris. Not a single ship survived atmospheric entry. On Earth's surface, humans glanced briefly at the streaking lights, then returned to coffee and commutes. The council chamber sat in stunned silence. You planned this, Vexilla finally said. You knew they were coming. Of course we knew, Chen replied. We tracked them for 8 months. We could have warned you, she shrugged. But this was more effective. The Krelak were the galaxy's boogeyman for centuries. Nobody could stop them. Until now. She turned to face the Council. Earth doesn't look dangerous. We don't have elegant energy shields or planet crackers. We use primitive kinetic weapons. And biology. We're messy. Inelegant. Her gaze swept the chamber. But we survived a planet that tried to kill us daily. Ice ages. Supervolcanoes. Pandemics. Each other. She gestured to the display where Earth rotated peacefully, debris burning like a meteor shower. You see a peaceful planet. We see a fortress that's never fallen. You see primitive weapons. We see tools refined through endless warfare. The Krelak saw prey. She paused. They were wrong. The last piece of debris burned up over the Pacific Ocean. Any questions? Chen asked. There were none. From that day forward, the galaxy understood something fundamental. Earth wasn't protected by the Council's goodwill. Earth was protected by humanity's lifetime of learning how to survive the unsurvivable. And they were very, very good at it.